What's happening, guys? Matt, Cichlid Dojo, here with another monthly Fishroom update for July 2023. As always, I try to go over in these videos everything that's new, anything that I've changed around, projects I'm working on, and of course, fish that are available. Right now we're looking at the big male Carpentus breeder that I have here. I've had for some time, and he's got his female in here. I'll show her in a second, and they're both doing pretty good. It's been a month or so since I've had some fry off of them. But as it's warming up here, I'd expect them to get with the program here and give me some more fry. So looking forward to that. Anyways, I have bigger fry than usual right now, since I started devoting more tanks to growing out their fry, and so I think I have fry in the close to 1.5 inch range, and we'll try to go see those here in a second. But these are doing good, and moving along. On the other side, we have a smaller pair that I decided to keep, and they're doing good as a pair also. Since I moved in this tank, they haven't spawned yet, but they're getting along really well, and they do good by keeping the attention of that big male over here. You see them flaring up at each other, and so I just like having them on this other side. You see the male, his attention goes off of the female onto the other male on the other side of the divider. So kind of by design here. But anyways, the Escondido Carpentus are doing good. Moving along, down below, these are just smaller Carpentus fry that are growing pretty fast, but I think there's 3 batches bigger than this, so we'll go to those here in a second. Top tank here. This is the tank with the wild-caught Indiana Cara Stalsbergi. See him hiding in the back, big boy over there, and they're doing good. Still no breeding from them, unfortunately, but I really enjoy just keeping them around in this tank. So I have some of their F1s, 2 groups that have grown out, and I got 1 spawn off of them. And we'll go show those groups here in a second, but they might be hiding. Anyways, the true green terrors are doing well. Down below, you see some of the larger Carpentus fry. Most of these are really close to 1.5 inch, but some smaller ones in there. But of course, I'm going to move the bigger ones first. So message me if you're interested. They're already getting color, and you can't see them because I don't have any light down here on the bottom tank. But maybe you can see a little bit. So let me know if you're interested, guys. Some of these beautiful Escondido Carpentus fry off my big pair. All right, moving over to this 120. Here's something that's changed recently. This used to house the Jack Dempseys and the firemouths, but I have since moved them, and now you see a group of Islanus, red Islanus, and I have one really nice male in here. I think the dominant male. He's already developing like a nuggle hump, and I think they even had a spawn attempt. There he is in the back. See if he'll come closer. It's already been a spawn attempt occur, and it's just a really fun species. See one of the females. Her tube's down right there, and I fully expect some breeding to occur. She had eggs in the corner, I think the day after I added them to this tank. So they're doing good. There's that male I was talking about. So very aggressive species. And I have more fry from this batch available. I think I have an inch to inch and a half. Maybe I need to bump up that size, but yeah, it's a lot of fun to watch. I love growing this species out. Breed really small and a lot of activity, but the aggression, once they get a little bit bigger, it's going to be tough to do this. So that's where I start moving some of them. So anyways, let me know if you're interested in some Islanus. Go check out my older pair I used to keep. It's on the channel. All right, down below, this is a 60-gallon. We have F1 Islanus and Festae fry that are available. There's definitely ones that are inch and a half, maybe possibly slightly bigger, and then there's ones anywhere all the way down to an inch in that range. So let me know if you're interested, guys. F1 Rio guys off my wild caught pair. All right. The 75-gallon at the top here. This houses those True Green Terror, the F1s that I've been growing out. One group, and they're incredibly skittish. Garage doors open, but you can see them scattering around in the background. At some point, I'll move them up to a bigger tank, and hopefully we get to see them a little bit better. But they're all shy right now, and this is the group that I got that one spawn from, very small spawn. And you can see the fry down there. If I had to guess, it's either half an inch to 3/4 of an inch size, and there's probably only 25, 30 left. They've been moving. People have been jumping on them, and after this, I don't know when I'm going to have more fry. So message me if you're interested on these. I know they're smaller size, but I've been shipping them, and there's been no problem. Really fat bellies eating a lot of baby brine shrimp and throwing a little bit of tiny pellets in there. So seem pretty hardy. All right, and I don't have anything on these other 2 10-gallons right now. I need to put some fry down there. All right, next to 240-gallon, you can see one of my Festae males. Absolutely beautiful. This is an F1 Rio Gaius off of one of my other wild caught pairs that I don't keep him anymore, and he's doing great. He's been with a female who's back there. I don't know if she's going to come out, but she's a wild caught female, so they're unrelated, and they're doing good. She'll throw out some. I think she just recently had a spawn, but I didn't pull them in that pot in the back corner over there. But they're doing really good, and similar to the Carpentus pairs, these guys are sort of keeping each other occupied with the wild caught pair over here. I know this tank is really dirty on the inside, just the glass. I need to go ahead and do a pretty good cleaning. But here's the big male, the wild caught male, that so many nice fry have come off of and been grown out. And I have a lot of them available. Hopefully they'll swim around here in a second. He's absolutely beautiful. And right now, I'll show the female here in a second. Right now the female's in there because she has eggs. You might even be able to see some of them in the pot. And we'll see if they're fertilized a good enough quantity for me to pull them. You can see them all in the back. But anyway, she's in protective mode right now, so they're doing really good. And I have their F1 fry available if you're interested, up to like an inch and a half. They're showing. All right, up top, before I moved those Jack Dempseys out, I was siphoning, and I just happened to stumble across a pile in a corner. From that nice one that I showed, all colored up, and I thought, might as well just put some in a breeder box and check them out. It's really cool to see how the cute little patterns on them. sort of the panda-like patterns. And there's not many in here at all, maybe like 40 of them. But I said, hey, let me just throw them in and see how they do. So I might add these guys to a 10-gallon and just gross them out. Not really a priority for me to breed these ones, but it's a species that I've never kept before, and I've never bred before until then. So pretty cool. Always fun to have a new species successfully spawn for you. So, and again, all my Jack Dempseys came out from Kevin. Good guy, Tangle Up in Cichlids, and he has amazing breeders for those. So if you're interested, go hit him up. Okay, moving on. Let's go this way first. All right, so I'm going to start right here. There's a 40-gallon here that I did have Nanoludia on this black sand substrate, and there's nothing in here right now because I've since added those Nanoludia to the Jack Dempseys and the farmhouse in the 180-gallon. So we're going to see that at the end. But for right now, there's nothing in here, and I'm going to add some fry to grow out to a bigger size. So stay tuned on that one. Down below we have more Carpentus. I'm going to try to get in here. There's a lot of glare. You can see them all scattering. God, these guys have grown so fast. This is not the biggest batch, but there's definitely inch plusers in here. And so definitely going to have a lot of Escondido Carpentus fry if you're interested. Probably going to grow some out to larger sizes. Some people just, for whatever reason, don't like to get fry and do that work themselves, but I'll have some bigger ones available too, hopefully. All right. Okay, now we have a 90-gallon tank. Here's the second group of F1 Indian across Stalsbergi, the True Green Terrors. And I used to have these in a bottom tank for a long time, and I finally moved them up to this 90-gallon, and they're looking beautiful. They did pick on each other slightly, so some of them have I believe ventral fins that are slightly damaged, but I believe the majority are fine, and they're putting on some size, eating a lot in this 90-gallon. So these ones are coming out a lot more than that other group, 75-gallon. So it's sort of a backup batch to try to see if I can get some breeding going from them, but I possibly might combine this F1 group with the other F1 group and just do one if I can get a bigger size tank for them, and then I might move some of the smaller ones out of both batches. We'll see on that. So anyways, these are doing good. Down below we have 3 10-gallons. On the left right here you're seeing these are more Carpentus fry. In the middle they're all hiding, but there's multifasciatus in here. I believe they're like 3/4 of an inch plus minus. These are available, so message me if interested. And then on the right we have more F1 Rio guys Festae. Small guys, but soon to be moved up at some point. All right, let's move over. All right, so whenever we show this tank, always seems to be a lot of activity. You can see again, it's like on repeat. So this pair on the left, and big surprise, a ton of wigglers, free swimmers now, and protective parents. Just an amazing species, incredibly beautiful. Multifasciatus, Parachromis multifasciatus. Message me if you're interested in some of their fry. I got some, and maybe I'll be growing out a little bit more. I might want to siphon some of these out, but they're doing good, very aggressive. And then here in the middle, let me look over that driftwood. They either have eggs or no, they have fry. There's fry back there. They seem to all be on the same cycle. They got fry back there, and then of course this pair over here has fry. So 3 batches of fry at the same time, all very protective towards their fry. And if I'm going to go in and pull those, I'm definitely going to get bit quite a bit on my hands, but I might want to save some of these. So anyways, really fun species, and really fun watching these three pairs do this, square off and protect their young. Down below, really dirty tank, but you could see the Islanus and Festae I got from my buddy Chris. Still kind of technically in quarantine mode, just about done. There's a lot of stuff on the inside of the glass, just treating with one of the last medications, but the bigger ones are over an inch, probably 1.5 inches at this point. I'll start moving these and having them available very soon. If you want to get the Rio Nerino F1 Festae red tears, these are the Colombian variant. Mine are all Ecuadorian, the Rio guys. So stay tuned on those. All right, now we're getting to the last stretch. I guess we'll start here. This is a 75 with the Cuban Cichlids. So you can see, pair on the left, it's not my #1 pair, but I really like them. And they have fry with them right now, because there's actually a batch. The pair on the right spawned, and since there's no hang on the back filter on this side of the divider, the fry over here are all sort of making it. Here's the pair that spawned, and my favorite pair. And these ones, the fry seem to move to the other side because I have this Aqua Clear 110 over there. I was kind of sucking them up, and then I put a pre-filter on there. But anyways, the fry don't seem to hang out over here too much. But I really like this male, and gonna see how he does long term with this female. Get a little aggressive, but they're doing good so far. And I even just pulled just a tiny batch of their fry, just to really gross them out. I'm sure I have some of it. Been asked about fry after that pair on the right too, especially because of that male. Gives a lot of potential. So stay tuned. This guy is a lot of fun. All right. Down below, a little dark here, but you'll see more Rio Gaius F1 Festae, smaller size. They're growing out in a 60-gallon tank. All right, let's move up to the top. This is where I combine those three species. So I have the Nanoludia, I have the Firemouth, and I have the Jack Dempseys. And there's quite a bit of them, but they do have a 180-gallon tank right now. But obviously at some point I'll have to decide what I downsize. So they're doing really good. There are these last two tanks. Bottom right here, these are the Islanus, the red Islanus that are available. Definitely, maybe I should bump these up to inch and a half to 2 inches. Let me know. And then over here, here's some more F1 Rio Gaius Festae red tears, inch to inch and a half. So all this stuff's available. Let me know if you're interested, guys, and appreciate you tuning in. Until the next one, take care.